What's up, everybody? It's Alex, the founder and CEO at Motoroso.com, your dedicated mods marketplace. And today we're in studio to talk about the Brembo GT Big Brake Kit for the 2nd Gen Raptor. And we're, of course, next going to be doing a step-by-step how-to installation guide. But in this video, we're going to talk about the specifics of this kit, which, of course, you can purchase at Motoroso.com. We are an authorized Brembo dealer, so hit us up on live chat or call us toll-free at 1-833-MOTOROSO, and we'll help you pick the best Brembo brakes for your application. Let's dig in. So the 2nd Gen Raptor is one of the best performing trucks on the market in almost every category, with the exception of the brakes. Just like every other truck out there, the brakes just straight up are not good enough. The Raptor shares the same exact brakes as the base F-150. They didn't even bother really making any braking modifications at all there. And so it's not going to perform the way you need it to off-road. I've already changed the rotors and pads on my F-150 twice trying to get better braking performance. But when it comes to a Raptor, you got to go top of the line. When it comes to stopping power, there is no name more synonymous with performance than Brembo. For 60 years, this Italian company has been making racing and street performance brake systems for almost every manufacturer you can imagine, and all these manufacturers have relied on Brembo's braking performance to win in Formula One on down to every other type of racing you can imagine. And when it comes to hauling your 5,700-pound Raptor down to a stop, why would you trust anybody but Brembo? And here's why. Let's start with the most beautiful part of this braking system, and that is this giant caliper sitting in front of me. Now, this is a 6-piston caliper. That's 3 pistons that push from each side of the caliper into the rotor, making the braking performance much, much more intense than in your stock caliper. Your stock caliper has 2 pistons on one side and pushes against a static brace on the other side. And frankly, the comparison in performance is like your stock brakes asking your truck to slow down and the Brembo actually doing something about it. Now, these calipers are huge as well. Your stock calipers are 11 inches. These are 16 inches, and that helps support the amount of fluid that needs to be in there that gives you that good brake pedal feel and the power. And it also houses a much, much larger pad, about twice the size of your OEM pad, and that extra surface area goes a really long way in dragging that truck down to a stop. And by the way, you can get these in red, silver, or black, but I don't know why you'd pick any color other than red. Let's turn our attention to the rotors now, where you have a 15-inch rotor compared to the 13.8-inch rotor that comes stock on the Raptor. That extra 1.2 inches is going to have a really big difference in the amount of leverage that the rotor has over the wheel hub. You can actually test this yourself. Grab a breaker bar and try and torque down a bar. How much more leverage do you get when you crank from 13 inches out versus 15 inches out? It is a noticeable difference, and it's no difference in your braking system. Now, this is also going to be a lighter weight rotor than it could otherwise be if it were a one-piece design, because it is a 2-piece design. The actual rotor itself is mated to a top hat that's made from aluminum. That extra, that reduction in weight is going to have a pretty profound effect on the rotational mass. And this is unsprung weight because it's down on the wheel and not on the truck itself where it's sitting on the suspension. And that unsprung rotational mass is really important in the way the vehicle feels. Additionally, because it's lighter weight, that's less rotating mass for the brakes themselves to stop, because of course the weight of the rotor counts in all of the weight that the truck is slowing down. In this GT braking system from Brembo, there are 3 different rotors available: the cross-drilled, the slotted, and the Type 3 slotted rotor. Now, we chose the cross-drilled primarily for the reason that it helps keep everything cool. And this is almost 6,000-pound truck is going to generate a lot of heat, and you want to keep your brakes cool under intense braking so that they can keep performing well. These holes that are drilled through the rotor really help the air pass through. They definitely do help in weight reduction and in getting brake dust out of there, but the most important thing here is that they help keep the rotor cool. Additionally, the center of the rotor has vanes running through it that are angled and help scoop air up through the center of that rotor, also increasing airflow and cooling the rotor down. And lastly, that aluminum top hat also helps in not transferring heat through to the wheel hub, and it's going to help reduce the wear and tear on the bearings in your wheel hub. And lastly, in this GT brake kit from Brembo, you're gonna get stainless steel braided lines. The stock lines are rubber, they have a soft pedal feel. This maximizes the performance of the braking, but also enhances the way that that pedal feels, giving you the maximum amount of feedback from your amazing new Brembo brakes. And that is the level of detail that you can expect from a Brembo brake system. Now, this kit is gonna set you back around $5,000. This is a no joke upgrade, folks. but you will notice a massive increase in your braking performance. I do have to mention that this only works with 20-inch wheels. The brakes are too big to fit behind 17-inch wheels. Luckily, on our Project Raptor build, we're gonna go do an installation guide video, and we've got 20-inch wheels, and you're gonna be able to see just how well these fit and how nice they look behind those bronze wheels from Venom Rex. So if you wanna shop for this system, hit us up on live chat or call us at 1-833-MOTOROSO. That's toll free, and we'd love to get you set up with a set of Brembo brakes for your car. We are a licensed dealer, and we have over 800,000 other top name brand products sold by trusted vendors at great prices, and our shipping is always free. So let's get on with our install video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and here's Ollie with the weather.